That was our fourth loser.
To Vanderbilt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nonetheless. Yeah, Marcus talked a lot of shit. And
both of his favorites outright lost the game.
yeah. What a guy. All right. You can't mess.
So I like UCF tonight. I don't know if you're playing anything tonight.
I played it over.
Yeah, that's probably safe. I thought about teasing it down and going over, but I'm not sure. I bet Louisville under 31 points.
Oh yeah. Well, they are. They're obviously my worrisome part of it. So, but I bet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I bet it. Actually, I bet it at 69.5. So I went up to 70.5, and then bam, down to 66. Now we're sitting at 67. So I am upside down out of the gate.
Yeah, I've already bet Louisville under 31 points total.
Yeah.
I don't see it. Louisville's offense is not very good. I mean, they played, I don't know, Eastern somebody last week.
Uh, so all right. You're the one that would be able to share it. I can only share it to a page. I cannot share it to a group.
Oh shit! Let me see if I can figure out how to share it.
Osama Lou Diamond.
How much longer are you on lockdown?
Probably. I think next another week or something like that. So next one, I'm probably going to get banned altogether.
So you have a second account? They've got you?
Yeah, I got a second account. I got a few business accounts.
And they block them all?
Well, they really don't. Well, they kind of do. Yes, they really fuck with you. I tell you, they just fucking think they're holier than thou. They ain't no all be all. And then hate. Gerard, put me on. IG, I got to send you a link.
Gerard's done good in baseball this week.
Yeah. All right, G, I got to send you a link. Where are you on? Let's see. I got to get on my phone and send him a link. Okay. Link is dead on Facebook, Tony said. I'm here live right now, I believe.
Yeah, we're live. One person.
MLB Today Brewers run line. There's G. All right, so let me get in the studio and let me send G a link. We'll get him on here. Marcus is going to be in here soon.
I can't wait to hear his plays.
All right. We just need to.
Usually after a bad week, you bounce back pretty good.
Hold on a sec. All right. G, the link is coming now. Tony. Oh, well, you're not watching us. Where the hell is Tony, link is dead on Facebook. We're on. Let's see who shows up. And What's up, G?
I can't click it.
What do you mean you can't click it?
It just like last time when I clicked on it, it sent me straight to the link to the show.
Yeah?
I can't click it. It's just the words up there.
Is that all right? Let's see what I can do. All right. I just got myself in a second time. I don't know, G. There's somebody. There he is.
The building, baby.
There it is. Okay, now we
What's
got
up,
you.
Big John?
That's G. Gerard, meet John.
What's up, huh?
What's up, buddy? What's up, man?
I'm cool. How about?
Been hot this week, huh?
Yeah, I've been trying to make a little noise.
All right.
Try to see if we can get this football rolling this weekend.
Let's do it.
G-Money.
Yes, sir.
All right. All right, so Marcus says he'll be here soon. Tony is probably nearby, but we got Tony's plays. So I guess we got this week's contest. Last week in the contest, we went 2-3 on the NFL, 4-4 in college football. D-Money and I went 4-1 on a circuit contest and a 2-3 on a circuit contest. All 6 of our survivor tickets, actually all 8 of our survivor tickets are alive still. Right. We have 6. Marcus has 2. Not sure whose Marcus plays are. Wait, I think I put him in for him yesterday.
Yeah, he had him in there yesterday. He had Washington on one of them, I think.
I think he's got him now. He's rolling. I think he's Titans. He went all in. Oh no, Cardinals survivor against the Vikings, which is probably not a bad pick either. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I like it. Cardinals at home. Yeah, I like it.
Still, after the big win, are they going to be flat? There's Tony. Tony G. You with us?
Yeah, you can get the microphone. I can't put the camera on. Can you hear me?
All right.
Yeah, you sound like Darth Vader. You sound like Darth Vader right now.
Oh man. Well, I just want to tune in and see who everybody's taking, man. Apologies for not being able to visually show myself.
Oh, I think we're going to survive.
We've seen you.
All right, so we just started chatting a little bit, waiting on Marcus, and I'm not sure where David is, but Dada Dave. I don't know if Dada Dave was ready for this.
The Dada Dave just needs to come off and play for the contest, right?
Well, he got to come. He gave me a college play, which was Michigan, but we can't put Michigan's not a line on the contest.
We can come up with another one. No worries.
Is Marshall on there? I didn't even think to check.
Marshall is a live ticket, so Marshall is
paid by NHS.
Marshall minus 10.
Marshall minus 10 is one ticket.
Good. Okay.
That Tony is taking credit for. Draw.
Is that credit or taking responsibility?
Well, it could be credit, or it could be responsibility.
What's your USC line?
I gotta go get the sheet. I'll be back in a minute. You guys talk about it.
USC. Who are they playing this week?
I think it's Washington State on the road.
Okay. Yeah, I know last year I was pushing that angle, fire the coach and bet the team the next week. I think every single one of them in the NFL definitely won. They fired their coach, they won the next game.
Yeah.
Wow. And USC got blasted last week, huh?
Well, they got embarrassed. That's why the dude lost his job. I mean, not only did they lose, they looked awful. It was embarrassing.
And it was giving up like 17 or something. Huh?
They were laying 17 and got the wood laid to them by like 20, and it wasn't even that
Stanford,
close.
huh?
Yeah, Stafford's not that strong, so they just weren't ready to play, man. You could just tell the execution was bad. Their defense had no clue as to what they were trying to do, and that's how you run off a coach right there. Just get
Right.
running out of time.
It was just a total disaster, huh?
Yeah, man, it was like I don't want to use some.
Like Hurricane
I'm good
Ida.
for analogies, but some of them might be in bad taste. So let's just say that it didn't work out too well for them.
That's
I
crazy.
got 5 plays, and I can't decide what my strongest play is.
That's how I'm feeling today too. Huh?
You got 5 plays, and you don't know which one the best one. What do you got?
I
I'm
mean,
gonna let y'all pick.
I like them all equally, to be honest with you.
Well, let's talk about them. See what everybody else got to say.
All right. First off, I like FSU +5.
Which one? I didn't hear that.
I like FSU +5. I like Michigan State +6.5. 6.5. I like USC -8. Tony's already mentioned -10 with Marshall, so I like that as well. And I like Penn State -5.
I like Penn State. I agree with you
I
on
don't
that.
like either one of your first two, and I don't like your last one. So what was the third? What was the third one you said?
USC -8. I like all my plays equally.
Yeah. The only ones I actually went against you on 2 of those. I know I took Wake Forest, and I think I took Auburn. Pretty sure I did.
I got 3 plays. I like
And you think Miami's going to cover the touchdown basically against?
No, that's the Michigan State game. That's one I just didn't touch that one. I don't trust
I don't like
Michigan
Miami
State.
at all. I would lean on Michigan State, but I'm not a fan of it.
Yeah,
All
I just
right.
don't trust them to score. They scored some points in one game, and that's not going to make me want to start taking them.
Michigan State's averaging 40 points a game.
Yeah, no, that was so. But only one game counts. Who they beat last week? I'm not even want to count that. I'll count the Northwestern game, and they actually look good. That's what's scary about it.
And Miami hasn't looked good.
Miami's
No,
Miami's offense is missing a step. They got a lot of great athletes. Those dudes can make plays, but the execution, they're like a half a step off. They're just not. They're not all on the same page. Man.
Yeah, they probably won't be good till middle season. I think too.
They're just finding ways not to finish drives. They'll move the ball from 20 to 20. They're moving it with ease. But when they get down there and it's time to execute and score, there's nothing there, man. It's terrible.
Well, look, check this out. I like Penn State, Purdue, Boise State.
Yeah, I kind of went against Penn State because I used them and they looked really good. Now they're hosting an SEC team. I'm going to kind of just go against them this time. I'm taking a stab against them there.
I think I might roll for my number 1 pick. I'll go with Boise State at home against Oklahoma State, laying 3. Boise State laying 3 at home against Oklahoma State.
3.5 contest.
Oh, the contest, 3.5.
Right.
Well, it was at 4 too, so it's dropping a little.
Yeah, I could be wrong though, man. All y'all guys might be right with all your plays. I could be wrong on everything.
What's the line on the Florida State, Lou?
Florida State is
5.
So 5 or 5.5.
they are 5.5. But Tony likes Wake Forest.
That doesn't mean anything. He can pick who he wants.
Well, I know he's not. He's making a decision on what is his. He likes all 5 evenly. So
I would say take the USC. If you're asking my opinion, put the USC on there. 3 of them I don't really like. One of them we agree on, and that leaves 1 pick left, which would be the USC one.
Is USC 8?
8.5.
Same.
All right. Well, listen, this is what I like. I like Cincinnati. Even though they're -4.5, I think in the contest, everybody can get sucked into Indiana because it's down to 3. And
I think they'll kind of not like Cincinnati too, because they did not look good for most of that game last week. They looked pretty ragged, but I think they'll play good this week. I think they were looking. Yeah, they were looking ahead. Is what I was thinking.
what I mean, they turn it on the second half. I don't think that's going to happen this week.
They turned it on in like the last 10 minutes. Dude. They were still kind of close when the fourth quarter started, but yeah, they scored like 4 or 5 touchdowns in the fourth quarter.
There. And then
They almost covered. That was ridiculous. They almost
you're probably getting a tin can, Tony.
I probably am in a tin can.
Yeah. How many Purdue's do we have out there?
I didn't look at the game, Purdue.
I think Tony had Purdue.
Yeah, I do like Purdue.
I got on the contest is a hook 2 on it, so I got it at 7.
I might
kind of like Nevada.
Like a money line parlay or something. I think they might actually win the game.
Yeah, me too.
I like Nevada.
Good offense.
I like what else was I looking at?
I think Notre Dame's defense dropped off the field. They had a good defense last year. I think it's gone now.
Yeah,
I think
they can't stop nobody. The middle of the field wide open on Notre Dame every play.
Yeah, they were getting torched by Toledo. That's and Florida State. You know, it's kind of like, that's not good if you're Notre Dame. You kind of relying on that defense because your offense is always kind of vanilla anyway. You're never any high-powered offense. You can move the ball, but if you can't stop the other team, they're going to struggle. They're definitely not top 10. They're way overrated.
Well, well, somebody just popped in. Who popped in here? Marcus decided to join us. G's coming back. There we go.
Yeah, I mean, as far as Notre Dame, I mean, you know, they probably weren't on their game looking ahead at Toledo. You know, I don't know. It's not something I would play.
I'm kind of a little bit of a fan of Purdue. This Plummer looks pretty fucking good. At least his numbers are good. And I honestly haven't gotten to every game yet. I do like Cincinnati. And I'm having a tough time not liking them. I do like Oklahoma. I think they're going to probably blow out Nebraska, but I don't know. I want to lay the big wood because it's a big game for Nebraska. Kind of like West Virginia. Big.
Yeah, I kind of like Virginia Tech on that.
Yeah, but yeah, not enough. I mean, West Virginia. I mean, it's a big home game for them. Big road game for Virginia Tech, though. I like Nevada over Kansas State. So I got a lot of likes out there, but I'm having a tough time like you saying the number 1 play tonight.
Yeah, I have a lot. What's your Baylor line? I like Baylor.
When old boy said his bets, he said, I bet against you on 3 of them or something like that.
The Oklahoma line, you said?
I said Baylor. Baylor, Kansas.
Baylor is
18.
17.5.
How much?
17.5. You like the dog?
No. Terrible.
Oh, the way you said how much, I thought maybe you thought you had something there getting points.
No, Kansas.
Baylor's 11-1 the last 12 meetings, which is obviously the Bears. So Baylor has got the way. How bad have they beaten them? How big a favorite were they?
Big. They probably crossed. Kansas hasn't done shit in 10 years, man.
Yeah, Kansas is horrible.
Yeah, I totally agree. But,
they barely beat South Dakota at home. They had to score in like the last 2 minutes of the game to beat South Dakota, man.
Didn't they play Coastal Carolina too?
and they got beat. I think it ended up right on the number, so they scored
30.
22. Yeah, they scored 22 points against Coastal. That was their big high point of the season. Is they pushed the number against Coastal Carolina.
All right, so I guess we have a little love for a lean on Baylor.
Definitely a lean. I definitely like Baylor.
All right, so I'm gonna say we got one stick on the Baylor. All right.
If you like Cincinnati, you should take it. So you didn't decide who you liked yet, Lou?
Me, I haven't pulled my this is my best play yet, but I haven't looked at the night game fully. So,
I thought that's what this show was we give out the plays for the contest.
the what?
Yeah, I thought that was the purpose of this show was to give out the contest plays.
Yeah, it is. So and you guys all have your NFL content picks that you have to pick.
I like Cleveland Browns.
So and I'll make that contest pick right now. So, but we got the couple extra plays. I guess I wanted to hear what everybody else had to say. I don't have, I'm kind of in the same spot as last week. I can make a decision between Indiana, Nevada, Purdue, and I'll stay away from West Virginia because John is feeling a little bit the other way. So Ohio State, are they going to blow out Tulsa?
San Jose State.
Or are they garbage?
San Jose State.
San Jose State, who likes that?
They play Hawaii. -7.
Marcus, are you? Is that you?
Yes, that's me.
Okay.
Yeah, I like San Jose State too.
You like San Jose State too? Holy shit, Marcus and me on the same side. What the fuck out?
I mean, I didn't pick them, but I like the defense. They got some nice deep.
All right. So Marcus, you like San Jose? Is that your
My three
bet?
best plays for Saturday are Georgia Southern +24 over Arkansas, Duke +2.5 over Northern, and Louisiana Tech +12.5 over SMU.
All right. Well, I believe we have the SMU.
I know he likes Duke.
Nope, I don't see SMU on the ticket. Duke, I see on the ticket +2.5.
What about Georgia Southern?
Probably not on there.
Playing Arkansas.
Yeah, no Georgia Southern. So does that make Duke your best bet?
Deion Warwick.
Unless you got Georgia Southern on there.
Yeah, Deion Warwick and Burt Baccarat both like San Jose.
I didn't hear that.
Yeah, I'm not seeing it, Marcus.
Yeah, I must have a bad connection. I can't hear you.
That boy said Deion Warwick.
They
And Burt Baccarat, don't give the songwriter, give him credit too, man.
so Marcus, would that be your number one play, Duke?
What's that?
Would Duke be your number one play?
If you don't have Georgia Southern, yes.
I do not have Georgia Southern.
Okay.
I do not. So
I think you should.
I'm gonna pull the trigger on Purdue. I'm gonna say I like Purdue because I like
That could be almost like a consensus play because I like Purdue also. I think you should take Cincinnati if you like them as your top play, but I'm not trying to stick you.
I do like Cincinnati. I like, even though we're laying 4.5 and the line is 3 now or 3.5. I think a lot of people will play Indiana because of the home dog and they got the good line.
If they're remembering what they saw last year or the year before when they were actually competing,
Yeah.
I think they're going by that a little too much.
And you know what? Cincinnati's got this quarter. I like this quarterback too. I think this kid's an NFL quarterback.
And he's still pretty young. Yeah, the only thing you got to worry about him is making a stupid throw every now and then. Other than that, he's pretty good.
Yeah, you know, they've been solid. So,
Yeah, I think Cincinnati's worth a chance. I think so.
all right, sold. Marcus?
What? Cincinnati?
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm good with Cincinnati.
I'm good with it too. They good.
All right.
Good
So,
with Cincinnati.
all right, so Cincinnati. We got to clear down. Hopefully they do.
And you got Marshall, right? So there's 4.
Marshall. Where's the
One
fourth?
more. I like
Dude.
Boise State.
Dude.
Oh, y'all got. I like Boise State. I mean, y'all got Purdue already, right?
Yeah. You like
So I like the
Boise?
Purdue. I like the Boise, Purdue, and I like the Penn State. So one of them taken already. So either Boise State or Penn State.
Hey, we got Patrick chiming in here. He thinks the line makers are trying to tell us something about the Virginia Tech play. We have West Virginia as a 3-point favorite. That tells me the line makers know that the polls are incorrect. So, the line maker,
Hopefully never bet by a poll. Polls mean absolutely dick.
yeah.
Hey, G, I agree
I
with
like
you.
the polls because I like thinking like this. You know, when if
What'd
the
you say?
polls are one thing, there's money the opposite.
G, I agree with you on Penn State. I know Tony likes Auburn here, but I do agree with you on Penn State.
Well, let's roll Penn State then.
I like it.
Let's see if we got anything else here.
What you think? What you think, Marcus? You think Penn State or no? Boise. Which one you like, Marcus?
Nah, I don't like that game.
You don't like the Penn State game?
I don't like the Penn State game.
Auburn hasn't played anybody. I think they're going to get punched in their mouth.
Yeah, me neither. I don't think they played it.
No.
Auburn comes into
Bo Nix is a joke. I wouldn't put my money on Bo Nix for nothing.
Yeah, I'll agree with that one too. He's just got a great name for a quarterback.
Yeah,
He can't fucking live up to his own name.
Yeah, his name's.
Well, y'all pick. If y'all think about the Penn State game. Ohio, Oklahoma State. Oklahoma State missing 3 key players.
I like Penn State. They're doing the whiteout thing at home. Auburn hasn't played nobody.
Let's go with Penn State then.
I like it.
Let's see if Penn State. Let me see if there's any stats that back you up. All right.
Out of all the games, that's the best ones. Penn State.
I don't know.
Penn State or Boise State. I like Boise State too. Oklahoma State got three key players out.
You get one pick, so you get to pick which one you definitely want.
Everybody gets to pick. Everybody gets to pick one game, and they get to put that on the list.
Let's roll Penn State then.
All right, so he's
making the executive decision with Penn State.
There you go.
What about Florida State?
I like Florida State.
I kind of like
Florida State, didn't they?
Yeah, I kind of like them a little bit myself too.
Yeah,
How many am I getting with
Everybody
Florida
likes Florida
State?
State.
How many points am I getting? I
Florida
got
State,
it.
Florida State's 5.5, isn't it?
Man, we're double jamming the Red Rocket here.
Florida State's 4.5 now.
Well, we got 5.5 here on the ticket if we want it.
Oh, there you go. Take Florida State.
Yeah, I'm tied. I'm tossed between 3 because I still like Michigan State, but and USC just went down to 7.5.
USC's got the new coach scenario. Or this is the second. No, this is the first week of the new coach. Right?
I'm gonna take the Florida State and 5.5. I can't. They got better athletes. I can't see them going 0-3, and that's it.
All the noise in the background.
I think it's. I don't know. It's not me.
It sounds like a fucking mouse chipping up.
I'm keeping my mic mute when I'm not talking, so I know it's not me. It's probably wind blowing in the window. You got 2 people driving.
All right.
I'll use my pick as Florida State 5.5.
There's Marcus. There you go. You're guilty, Marcus. All right, I figured it out.
You got that, you got that, Lou?
You got what? Florida
Florida
State is
State.
your executive decision?
Yeah.
All right. So Florida State is John's executive decision. Cincinnati is mine. Purdue is a consensus. Duke is Marcus. Marshall is Tony. Penn State is G. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we got David had Michigan, no play. So let's see what David has to offer.
Data Dave needs to play.
Data Dave.
We got Cincy, Duke, Florida State, Marshall, Penn State, and who else? One more. Purdue. I remember that.
Yes.
That's money. That's money.
Purdue, Florida State. You know what, guys? Let's play a fucking round robin. How's that?
There you go, Tony.
Oh, no.
Bust out the round robin here. College football. We got.
All right.
Does anybody like tonight's game? I mean, I can get there.
I like USC. UCF.
I took Illinois tonight. My best bet in college football.
I like Illinois for 7.5.
That's not available. They're not available. Never mind.
Okay.
Best
Never
bet,
mind.
the over in the first half of Illinois and Maryland.
First half. Illinois,
Over 30.
Maryland. All right.
These two teams combined for over 140 points in the first half.
All right. I'm putting it in just based upon your comments right there.
Yeah, me too. I'm going straight to the fucking book.
4.5.
Let's go.
4.5.
So did we give out the
Pimpin'
5
ain't easy,
plays
but
for
it gotta-
the NFL? Our NFL
Pimpin'
5-pick
come on,
ticket?
We haven't even gotten there yet. So,
Yeah.
all right. So the college football. All right. So does anybody want to? I'll give you a second on Michigan State, John Hahn.
I like Michigan State.
Uh-oh. We have a discrepancy. David just came with Wake Forest as his second play. As his executive game. Okay, so Wake Forest. Tony, you won. We got flipped.
Yeah, I heard that because went executive Wake. I like Wake, so your Florida State pick disappears, so you have to pick something else.
Florida State's gone, and we flipped over to Wake Forest. Boy, oh boy, David.
You said that was 30 and a half?
A lot of pressure. I don't even want to tell him the pressure he's got on himself right now.
So what? Neither one of us get our picks?
No.
Actually, he's right. If they both pick the same game, they need to both pick another game.
Florida State was your executive pick, right?
Mine, yeah.
Oh. Yeah. No, we got to scratch it.
Yeah, that's the rules. Neither side use it. Each person give another play.
Well, and we already used Penn State, and we already used Marshall. So I'm down to Michigan State or USC.
Well,
San Jose State.
That's the second time I've heard USC. I like the fact that they don't have their coaches new. I think we should just put them on there as a consensus. If we got an extra play, we can put on there.
What you think is going to be a consensus? Oh! But that being said,
I'm not hearing the other side come up is what I'm getting at with the consensus. I'm not hearing anybody want. Who is USC playing? Washington State. I've yet to hear anybody say they want Washington State.
Let me take a look at that game.
Somebody is because the spreads
USC.
went down 7.5.
I like
Somebody
USC.
likes them.
That don't mean shit to me though. but occasionally it does, I guess. It only means shit to me when it means shit to me. Well, somebody had BYU as an underdog. That's right. Wow. But, you know, Herm's kind of got them in a little groove himself.
All right, give me Michigan State. I've been liking it all week anyway. Just give it to me.
There it is, Michigan State.
But y'all are going to be sorry when FSU does it. That's for sure.
Tell them, John, they're going to be sorry.
That's
What
right.
I mean, you know.
I mean, I think both of them. I think FSU could legitimately win the game myself, and I will bet
Damn
that.
right.
But I think Michigan State could probably win the game too. So give me Michigan State.
Yeah, I think Michigan State. Yeah. So, but Michigan State, they got no numbers to give you anything excited, get you excited about.
Well, they've been putting up
the number
500 yards a game. I mean.
Well, yeah, you're going with 2 games, so I'm just going with a little history. But 3 and 10 again.
On the road.
How's it going to be down there in Miami this weekend?
It's going to be humid. I mean,
Miami ain't done shit either. They give you nothing.
Michigan State shot their wad a couple weeks ago when I was in Vegas, I believe.
Michigan State's running the ball 300 yards a game. I mean, Miami, they barely held back Appalachian.
Michigan State looked good against Northwestern. That other game does not.
Northwestern is complete trash.
Interesting. All right.
Well, they ran for over 300 on Northwestern. So both games, they've ran for 300 yards.
That's going to be the game they get you on because you're gonna hang your hat on that one game against Northwestern, who apparently must really suck.
And Miami hasn't shown me nothing either.
Now, the only thing they showed was they did gut out that win. Other than that, they didn't cover. The Alabama game, they looked like dog shit. But it's really tough to gauge that because probably everybody's going to look like shit against Alabama. The App State game, the only thing I'll give them positive is the defense did step up to hold the win, late. Other than that, their offensive execution was poor. They gave away about 2 touchdowns worth of points just in bad play calling and bad execution. Michigan State, on the other hand, I don't trust them on the road, but you're right. They look great against Northwestern on the road, Big Ten opener, and so right now they look great. But that's what makes me worried because I don't think they're that good a team either.
What about Utah State? They're a big dog that can win straight up easy. Playing Air Force.
How about Utah State playing Air Force?
I don't have no data on that.
We like Boise, which don't look bad. Oklahoma State, they ain't done shit. Who was the other one? I was just looking at that game that you just mentioned. Utah State Air Force.
So everything I'm saying, you might just ignore it and go the other way. This might be my bad weekend.
Why is that?
Utah State, they got nothing. No trends to give you to talk about.
What's Oklahoma? What's their spread? 22?
22.5.
Yeah.
We know what the problem is with Oklahoma is their defense really is really bad. They might score 60, but they'll give up 40. That's the only problem with Oklahoma.
Oh, guess what David's second game was?
Don't say Miami. All right, Bucky, give me USC. I'm done. Just do USC -8.
There you go. There you go.
Was it really Miami, Lou?
I swear to God.
Oh, my goodness. That's insane.
We just need to bet each other. Time to
And
mess.
y'all two are like, you two guys are like the opposite of the magnets this week, man. Whatever one guy takes, the other one takes the opposite and shit.
Yeah. I like my 2 plays better than his. No offense, bro.
Yeah.
I'd rather be getting points than giving them in them 2 games. All right, yeah, give me USC.
I agree with you.
Give me USC. I don't care. I think USC will get it done. I mean, I like Penn State. I like Marshall. So just give me USC. USC.
The more we talk about that game, the more I think about it. I really like USC. I might actually end up putting a little money on them.
Well, I'm
It'll be
gonna
that
tease
late,
it. I'm
it'll
gonna
be that
tease it with
late,
the Steelers, and I'm
it'll
gonna
be like the
pick.
late night action play. I just think Washington State's pretty bad, man. I was like looking over, I actually did look over their numbers, and for a Pac-12 team, they're pretty weak. So USC coming off a coaching change, and more importantly, probably the most embarrassing loss they've had in Pac-12 play in several years. I mean, that was as brutal as it gets. They were pounded by Stanford, so they'll be looking to bounce back with that coach gone. I think they'll play good, and I kind of agree. USC seems like a good play.
All right, so
Yeah,
we need one more consensus play. Whatever David comes up with here, and then we need one more consensus play, which would be number 8. So any other takers for Boise?
What's the Ohio State line? 4 touchdowns, 26
All
points.
right. Yeah. All right, David, his next play was Duke. We already got Duke. His NFL play is Arizona, which I'm sure others are going to have, but so there we go. But we have Duke, David. Go ahead. But do we want to go with his third best play? Well, it's just the right thing to do. I'll do the same for you guys. So
What's that, Duke?
Well, he's got Duke, but we already got Duke.
So what's his fourth play?
So we need to know. Basically, Duke needs to go in as the top line pick for him, and just come up with another consensus play.
Oh yeah, Marcus was Duke, and then Marcus liked that Utah State game.
Did you like Utah State?
No, Marcus does. I didn't look at the game, and I kind of agree against Air Force. Utah State is getting a good amount of points. I thought it was
8.5.
No, yeah. I mean, that's what he liked. He liked Utah State, and he liked Duke, and he's gone right now.
You like Boise? Anybody else? I thought Boise was a good price.
Who's Boise playing?
Oklahoma State. They're at home. Okie State. They're not. They haven't brought much to the table in a few years. They do. And they're a home team. So we got 3 or 3.5. We got 3.5. It's down to 3. So, but I mean, I'm just throwing it out there. So, Stanford, Vanderbilt had the big win last week. Are they going to be able to pull it? Who had the big wins?
What's UCLA? 11?
11.5, I think.
Yeah.
I definitely would lean to Fresno on that. I have a tough time trusting Pac-12 teams at home against other West Coast teams. For some reason, they just take it as a week off, like they're in Malibu at the beach.
Yeah, this UCLA team looks pretty good, though.
Well, it's the best team Chip Kelly's had, but
yeah.
I mean, they basically hung with Oregon to the bitter end. Oregon had to score late to win by 7 against Fresno. Fresno's the kind of pesky team that's not going to go away. So if you're ever going to get backdoored, they'd be the kind of team that does it to you.
Yeah, Fresno is like the ultimate cover team. I mean, they really are. On 37-17-2, their last 56 against the spread, 18-7-1 on the road, 10-3 as a road underdog, 20-6 following an ATS win.
UCLA's coming off a bye.
Yeah, so which I don't think that helped them.
This is their third home game. They've not even played on the road. I don't
When
know.
next week? They got a flat spot next week. I mean, a big game next week.
They're at Stanford next week.
I would look and see who they played next week.
Stanford at Stanford.
Stanford's nothing to get all fucking excited about now. But I would lean the Fresno side. So.
All right, let's stay away from that then. I mean, we all know UCLA's going to win the game, but were they covered?
Yeah. All right. North Carolina, Virginia.
Virginia is a little
He came with Georgia as his fourth best bet, minus 31.5.
Yeah, I don't like that at all. I'll just be
Well,
honest.
what are we gonna do? We could tell him he got Duke and go. Let's just roll.
Oh, is that the other dude, Dave?
Yeah, Dave. That's his play.
Give him his
That's what he likes. That's what he likes. Don't worry about me.
All right.
Yeah, that's what he likes. Yeah.
All right. There we go.
South Carolina could come back in the second half and backdoor that shit. 30.
Yep. But
Dude, that game could finish 27-0, and they just don't cover.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we got it.
It could be 60-0.
All right. What else? We got to get the last game in there. We got. You said you liked Baylor minus the 17.5, right, John?
I think so.
North Carolina, Virginia, Stanford, Vandy, Missy, Tulane, Boise, Oklahoma State. Oh, did anybody else want a bite on that?
On what one?
Boise State.
Yeah, I don't have no play on that.
Yeah.
That was his top pick, I thought, wasn't it?
He was between Boise and Penn State.
Okay. I thought, well, hell, just give him to Boise State, and that'll be your 8th play, right?
Well, I kind of agree with the Boise, but I mean, I'm just trying to see if you guys are trying to agree on something else.
I got no input on that.
I mean, my pick probably nobody's gonna want it anyway at this point. So yeah, I gave my top pick, and I agree with like 2 or 3 others. So for me, that's good enough. I just carte blanche.
San Diego State. Who said San Diego State with the points?
Anybody? I do like that game. I do like that one.
Nothing from you, John? No.
Who's San Diego State?
Those teams are a little better, man, and they're hanging with the Pac-12 a lot better than they used to. 10 years ago, those would be blowout games. Those San Jose State, Fresno State, San Diego State, they'd make the sweep and just kick all their asses. Yeah. Now those teams play a little bit better. So in the Pac-12 is hit or miss, man. Some years they're not that good. This year is hard to gauge again. They're really tough to gauge because whenever you think a team is doing really well in the Pac-12, they'll play a terrible game, and that's what makes the Pac-12 suck for me. I'm not particularly fond of their teams.
Who's let them over? That's why.
Who's San Diego State play?
Utah.
Utah.
Utah. After getting blown out last week, they just I don't know what Utah really has this year.
Yeah, I mean, laying damn near double digits to a team that you can tell they're not great, but they're smooth. They execute San Diego State. What I was watching, they kind of take their time. They drive the ball. It's kind of slow and methodical. And
if I had to pick, I'd take the points at home. To be honest with you,
let's take them points plus the 9.5.
Oh, 9.5. I saw 8. I would definitely take 9.5. Sure.
Well, yeah. You know what the other theory could be? Go against the move every week. I didn't even look at that. The biggest moves, because those are going to be the biggest picks for the contest people. They're all going to think that they got a deal because they got a great line. And every time you beat them, you beat them twice.
Yeah.
Every time you lose twice, but they're not.
Yeah, we need to make sure we win. We were 4-4. That's not like that. Probably put us right in the middle of how many people are in the contest?
All right, well, let's do this. I'm going to mark it right now. Where would the picks be? Miami, look at the lines. Let's see. Miami, 6.5. Any movement?
Oh, there's been a lot of. Well, it's.
What is it right now?
It's 6.
So it ain't shit. West Virginia, 2.5.
It went down. It was 4.
It was 4.
Yeah, 4.5. That's why I like Virginia Tech.
4.5. So no, that's why I would say West Virginia would be the play because everybody's betting Virginia Tech, right? It was plus 4.
No, it was high as 3. I don't see a 4 actually. I don't see a 4. I thought it was 4.
Cincinnati, they were minus 4.5, right? So
at one point, yeah.
Yeah, so a lot of players they're going to take Indiana just because they're down to 3.5 now. 3.5.
This Buffalo Coastal Carolina, it opened at 10. Now it's at 14.
We don't have a line on that one, do we?
Oh, okay.
Clemson 28.5. What are they now? They're like
Still 28.5.
28. That's still the same.
James down to 7, right?
FSU and Florida State has moved. It started at 6.5, and now it's down to 4.
So a lot of people will take Florida State.
Yes, sir.
A lot of people will take Florida State, so Wake Forest would have been a play here.
I have Florida State at 6, I believe, already.
You know what? Let's get our NFL done so we can finish this shit. We got to.
So my dinner's getting plated up. I'm a couple minutes from bailing.
Yeah. So me too. So let me get the NFL picks in. Did Marcus give us an NFL play?
No. Marcus is a man of few words.
I cannot think of an NFL
He
player.
was a little humbled last week, huh?
At least in college.
I know he liked Colorado State, and they got beat, so that didn't work out.
He went against all my picks and lost them all, and I won them all. So he was.
Maybe he'll have a good week this week then.
That's what I count on. I think he will. I think he'll bounce back.
Yeah. All right. So entries. Here is number 3. This is your entry. So I'm making the picks. I forgot who G. You got the Browns minus 12.5.
Right. I like that. That's the one I came up with. While we're talking about it, while you're putting that in, just quickly go over why I like it. It fits into the scenario I love in week 2 of the NFL, which I've always found to be a good week to find good winners. Cleveland lost on the road last week at Kansas City. Meanwhile, the opponent they're playing, Houston at home, looked like a good team beating the shit out of Jacksonville 37-21. Now Houston taking that home win, goes on the road. Cleveland with a road loss comes back home. Always take the home team. Even if the spread's not this big and a smaller number, it's just an advantage to take that home team coming off the road loss like this. So it feeds into each other. There's like 3 or 4 reasons that line up. I like Cleveland.
I got one reason that will make me a little nervous. I agree with everything you say, and I look for the exact same thing. But I got Tyrod Taylor off a great game, going back to the place that told him to go fuck himself because Baker Mayfield came in. So,
what's the number? 13, 12?
I think Tyrod Taylor plays an elevated game, but I do have the Browns for my survivor pick.
I'll stick with the I gave out the score. I'll stick with it. 34-14.
34-14 Cleveland. All right. I hope you're right. I'm done. I'm not going to go bet no Texans, I'll tell you that.
No one is.
This might be the fade week, man. I might be wrong this week.
All right. So what about you, John? You got anything you want to?
I'm going to take the 49ers. Is it 3? Is it 3 on yours?
It is 3.
Yeah, I'll take the 49ers. I've had a lot of people try to talk me off of it, and I just can't see.
I think this is that scenario. Well, they played on the road last week, so it kind of.
And they didn't go back home. They stayed in Virginia. They're focused. I think the Eagles beat a shitty Falcons team, and
the only thing I would be concerned with was that the way they kind of spit the number late in that game, dude. That was like you could see it coming. It was so disgusting, but they did. They gave up.
That's what Detroit does, and they're up by 20 whatever points.
Well, they gave up 2 touchdowns and 2 2-point conversions in the last 5 minutes. Or like 5.5 minutes.
Yeah, I don't think they'll let that happen again. And three is not a hard number to cover. And the Eagles have to show me something first. I've got the Eagles maybe 3rd in that division. I mean, Eagles.
It might
Because
be a
they
better year for them. Like they're kind of due as long as they got to stay healthy. I think that's kind of decimated them. Like got killed any chance they had, even in a shitty division. I mean, it got to stay healthy. We'll see. I think the Eagles at home. This is in Philly, right? Make sure I'm not thinking the wrong thing.
It's in Philly, yeah.
San Francisco favored by 3 on the road in Philly. I mean, it goes against a lot of traditional mindset with the East Coast, West Coast. Although
they didn't go back west though, they stayed east. They stayed in Virginia.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that might.
And Shanahan's 3-0 when he's done that in the past. That when he doesn't travel back.
Yeah, he's a good coach. I was gonna say if you're going to do that, you want a good coach, which they have.
I'll take the better coach.
Marcus came in with Casey as his second play because David had. Well, Marcus and David had the Cardinals, but David had the Cardinals first, so I asked Marcus what his secondary play was, and that was the Chiefs -3.5. Hate that play.
Yeah, they've covered. They haven't covered. They've won, but not covered like 11 or 12 regular season games in a row. It's almost unbelievable how many games in a row they've actually won in the regular season, but not covered the spread. And last game came down to a 2-point conversion. If they make it, they cover. They missed it, they didn't cover.
And they'll win by 3.
It's double digits, man. How many games in a row they've actually won, but not covered the number? It's almost impossible to do that.
They'll win by 3. No worries.
Yeah.
I might field goal to win by 2 or whatever.
No, I think the Chiefs will roll them out. I think so. I like it.
Do you?
I like it. I wasn't impressed with the Ravens.
Man, it is the kind of game where I'm looking at it. The way I look at it, I have to take Baltimore if I'm going to take it because they were on the road in week 1 and looked like shit. They choked up the game, lost to Vegas. Meanwhile, Kansas City at home rallies from behind, crowds all behind them, and they grease out a win against the Browns. Now Baltimore's going back home with a stinging loss, and Kansas City's hitting the road after a big late win. Everything says you should take Baltimore, but it's tough to do.
Except Mahomes is like 12-0 in September, I think it was 11-0.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough to do it.
Oh, I'm taking the 3.5 points, but I'm doing whatever we're talking about. I'll be on.
Well, that's his play. That's his play. We can't talk him off of it.
Yeah, I'm not going to talk about it.
I could ask David for his second play, but
right. Everybody on the NFL is 1 play per man. Whatever you take, you take. So
yeah, I'm waiting on G's play.
And at the end of 18 weeks or whatever, we'll see who's been able to scrape out the most wins, man.
Yeah.
Let's try to come out ahead, man. It's a long season. It's a marathon. So
yeah, but you guys suck. I'll fucking fire y'all and get my ass back in the fucking paper.
If I lose 3 in a row, you can fire my ass. I deserve it. I've lost 1.
I did grease out mine, dude. I'm gonna say I'll brag. I'm 1-0 with the Panthers. It was greasy, but it won.
I'm just saying we went from my place, San Fran, to Marcus's place, Jacksonville. That was a fucking swing.
Well, that's what I don't know. No comment. No comment.
Yeah, there you go. I didn't even make that comment. It never even happened.
We tried to talk him off Jacksonville. I mean, I had Houston money line.
And my 2 plays are the Broncos and the Titans. I got to find some others to go with it.
I think they just added more logs on the fire, though. I don't know why it's so hard to get that you do not take a rookie quarterback in the opening week of the NFL, dude. It's just
a rookie coach.
Rookie coach, yeah.
It just they don't win, man. They do not win over and over. Dude, I'm going back a decade more. It's hard to remember the last time one won, man. It's getting so far back there. So why would you bet on that? I don't get it.
I don't know.
Well, because they thought Houston was just.
How about them Packers? All right, here we go. Girard, Arizona. That's 3 Arizonas.
I agree with that.
Would want to bet on the Packers. They go back home this week, right? Yeah, I was already looking at that, like thinking to myself, how the fuck am I going to bet on the Packers? But I'm pretty sure I'm going to.
Of course. get the fucking teaser now. I mean, you know what? If Detroit does their shit, what are you gonna do? But I'm gonna have Packers on my survivor. I'm gonna have Browns and Packers for my
Detroit
survivor.
usually does all that magic late at home, man. On the road's a little different story. We'll see.
I don't trust Aaron Rodgers.
I don't trust
him. I don't trust him right now either, but I don't think he's throwing games. He may not be enthused, which
if he's throwing games, this is the week to do it. It's got to be plus 300 on the money line.
Let me get my last few paychecks out. Gambling's legal. I can get a lot of action out there.
Yeah, if he's throwing games, this is the game to do it.
Well, let's see. Let's the history. These two teams.
He's a bitch, man. I don't
Lions 7-1 against the number the last 8 meetings. Straight. Let's see. Green Bay by 7. Green Bay by 21. Green Bay by 3. Green Bay by 1. Detroit by 31. Detroit by 8. Detroit by 24. Detroit. Wow. So Detroit had a nice little run, 4 straight wins, but they covered the shit out of them too. So the points are the play.
If I was teasing, I would tease the Lions, that's for sure.
Now, if we're at Green Bay wins by 21. Green Bay wins by 1. Green Bay wins by 8. No, my bad. Green Bay loses 31-0 at home against.
That must have been at the end of the year or something.
December 30th.
Yeah, that was a wash game.
So Green Bay, Detroit beat them in November, but that was in 2017 in Green Bay. So they've gotten 2 of the last 5. They've won outright there. I wouldn't be so sure on Green Bay. Green Bay is logical, but
Survivor possibly. The spread, no way. I would never touch that.
Yeah, well, I'd probably I don't know.
Talked yourself right out of it, I think.
Probably did, yeah. Yeah, I'll have plenty of action on the Survivor going there. That's a fucking dime. I may have it on 2 tickets. I don't know. I'm pretty sure I'm going to have the Browns on 2 tickets.
Browns is safe for Survivor. Tony's angle is probably right. Browns are probably going to come out and make a statement this week.
Probably.
Did you see them in the first quarter? I mean, they came out.
Well, then maybe Browns in the first quarter is the bet.
Oh, definitely first half, first quarter.
Yeah, that's probably a great bet, actually. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I will be looking at that. Browns out of the gate. Pittsburgh. There you go, John Hahn. You got Pittsburgh.
I'll take Pittsburgh on the tees. For sure.
Gerard's NFL play is Pittsburgh.
Yeah, I like it too. I'm definitely taking it on the tees. I probably tease it with about 4 different games. Cowboys maybe being one. And bump the Cowboys up to 10.
David came with the Bears as his second play, but
holy cow, I wouldn't take the Bears for nothing.
Yeah, no. I'm wondering about that of Dave.
Who?
Gambling experience. He's data scientist.
Yeah, all these games, and he's looking at the Bears. Who do they play? Bears.
The Bears are playing.
Oh, the Bengals.
Yeah,
that's went down a lot. The Bengals were getting 3. Now it's 1. Yeah, that's a big movement right there. Yeah, I wouldn't take the Bears with your money.
Yeah, well, those are our choices with Marcus, the Chiefs or the Bears. Obviously, we're going to take a better team, right?
Yeah, I wouldn't touch the Bears.
All right, G wants the Steelers, so this is official now. The Browns, the Steelers, the Niners, the Cardinals, and the Chiefs. All fucking chalk.
Browns, the Niners.
Is it official? Am I doing it? That's it. It's official.
Yeah. Who's your Browns, 49ers, Chiefs?
Steelers, Cardinals.
Yeah, I like them all, actually. But There was a lot of favorites. It is a lot of favorites.
Talk City.
Well, 4 of them are home. I took the only road favorite. The other one I like is the Rams. They all look good until the game gets started.
And there it is, guys. I'll send a picture of the college ticket when I go down there to make it. All right.
All right, good luck. And
All
watch
right.
UCF Louisville's coming up.
You got it. All right. Good luck,
All right,
John.
Take care.
All right.
Good night. Yep.